going to give you Rocky Johnson during his brief appearance in OVW.
Well, obviously, I was a huge fan of watching Rocky Johnson versus Jerry the King Lawler in Memphis. That was a great feud down there. Rocky was very humble, very nice with us. I hear, unfortunately, that Rocky was very friendly with the women at OVW, and the women deemed some of his advances as inappropriate, so he was not with us very long. I don't know that he did anything wrong other than verbal communication that was maybe deemed inappropriate. I'm sure in Rocky's day and age, it was fine. You could get by with it. Women have been abused in professional wrestling for many, many years, verbally and probably physically. And I don't think he was ever accused of doing anything physical, but he was accused of some verbal interaction with women that was deemed inappropriate, and he was not with us very long. But he was very nice to me. He was very proud of his son, and I remember him showing me a jacket and some shoes that The Rock had bought him. Of course, Rock's multi-massive. You're bragging about fucking shoes and a jacket. But I've heard from him that The Rock did not spread his wealth very much with him. I've been watching the shows on NBC, and some of the stuff matches up with what I had heard Rocky Johnson talk about. The last ever time I was on a WWE show, Rock and I shared a locker room together. But I knew Rock when he was dirt poor. I knew him when he was Flex Cabana working the Memphis territory. He told me the story way back when about when he was in Canada. He took a mattress out of a dumpster so he would have something to sleep on. Rocky Johnson was never, ever the success that I thought he was. I always assumed that Rocky Johnson was rich and had enough money to live on for the rest of his life. But if you watch the show, you'll see in Rocky's perspective that was never the truth, that he had to pretend to have money and was embarrassed to ever bring anybody to his home because they'd see how poor he was.
And if you read the book I wrote on The Rock, you'll find out the same thing. I don't think you can see it on your camera, but I've got books of mine peppered all over the place that people can't
Speaking
ignore.
of books, I see that lovely book right over your shoulder next to a masked guy, a couple of red masks up there. That's a good looking book right there. That guy, shit, he could probably date Kelly Kelly if he wanted to.
No, she'd never
Well,
make it to the WWE,
Mickey
though.
James. Maybe Mickey James. Good looking guy. BS logo. Yeah, I think I've heard of him.
I'm going to give
He's
you
hot.
a couple more names, and then we will get to the plugs.
You
And
could have put the book cover over a little bit more of talking about how gorgeous that guy is on the cover, but okay, we'll move on to the next question.